Yes, Shalom. Back at you with another lesson out here in a nice little peaceful spot. Let's see if it lasts, Gonna bring out some precepts because we're hastening the day of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Looking for the day, man, when we will be beamed up out of this place, when Yahushua comes back. The year of 2021, hastening the day of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Kala Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. Salutations to all the sincere Akim, and rise up, Kwam Yashala, to the house of David. So we're doing just that, hastening the day. There's so much happening, man. Plane drop out of sky over there, in bits and pieces of the plane drop out of the sky, reaching the neighborhood. You might say that's a surgical strike from Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, man. Because the Most High is showing what He can do. He's in control of this place, man. This little article, let me just read a little bit. It says, United flight emergency, plane drops parts on Denver. Yeah. Airline engineer fails. Rains debris over Denver suburbs. Airline engine fails. Yeah, man, I got a suspicion that could be a chariot doing a surgical strike. Pilot sends Mayday radar call after engine fails. Yeah, man, and that freeze over there in Texas as well, where everything was compromised. Texas governor, every source of power in state has been compromised. Massive outrage at deadly deep freeze. Boy, so that's all their because they got everything runs by what they call that thing there, power, air power, wind power. Everything run by the wind, man. And solar power, there's no sun, but it runs by the wind, and that all froze up. So you just imagine everything is compromised. Every source of power is compromised. No electricity, no heat, nothing. So people died. People froze to death, man. These are all surgical strikes, man. All surgical strikes from Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. So let me read the precept. 2 Peter 3:12 says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Yeah, man, that's what we're looking for, man. Yahweh Hashem Yoshai brings those missiles, the icing on the cake, on top of all the little things, the little jabs He's throwing here and there, the surgical strikes, animals getting vexed up with their owners. And we see that through the spirit too when we're at camp, man. Animals, we're in a certain era because we was told to move from certain parts of the highways and the byways. So we went into a little, you might say, a little bit into the hedges, but it's still busy, and people still walking past, and dogs always come by, man. And through the spirit, I was talking to the brothers saying that they're coming by because they're fed up with their owners, and they're coming and all humble, not barking, not coming up aggressive, coming up all humble and quiet. They want to get away from their owners, man. That's the animals. Job 12:7, animals talking, crying out, watch the animals and they shall teach thee, man. And that's them saying, get us out of here, get us away from these man, get me away from my owner, come on, fed up in this place, come on Jacob, get it together. Coming up to the elders, coming up to the Akim, all the animals, man. And and I saw on one of the brothers done, I showed a little on, because I'm not on the social media thing, but brothers do their thing, checking out what's going on social media. And he showed over here in England, a dog just come out of nowhere. You had a woman and she had two children, and the dog come out of nowhere and he just went to nyam out one of the youths, man. That dog was focused and adamant, and there was nothing stopping that dog from going after, trying to chew up. Anything was fair game. Any one of the youths was fair game, but it was determined, man. So people ease, you know, and passerbys had to pull up their cars and try and fight off the dog. That dog, and it looked like it was going to chew up one of the dogs. I don't know, chew up one of the baby's faces, man. I don't know if he got to it, but it looked like it really was. The baby was in its mouth, and it looked like a little rag doll getting thrown about, man. So, boy, that's all surgical strike from Yehovah Hashem Yeshua, showing us signs and giving the ease, giving you signs for the things that you've done to us, Jakes, yeah, the so-called black people. The animals are going to rise up against you. The animals, as well as the uproars of the people, man, against the governments. Let's get a precept to that. The animals are rising up against you, ease. They're furious. And we see that all through the spirit. They're coming up to us too. They're not attacking us, they're attacking you, ease. They want to yam up your children, man. And that goes back to Amos 5. Yeah? Woe, Amos 5, we start from 18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. For all you Christians, yeah, a lot of you that really don't know what you're be careful what you ask for, as the saying goes. And you ease, you so-called Christians, ease, and you in the black church, be careful what you're asking for, man. Because it says, woe unto you the desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Because it's darkness and it's not light. And be careful what you ask for. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went unto a house and leaned on his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. And we're seeing all this now. Animals are rising up against you, ease, man. And it's going to come to that time when you try to flee, and anywhere you try to flee, as it says here in 20, it says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Yeah. So you're going to try to flee and run to a house, and the lion's going to be there. You're going to try and run to another house, then a bear's going to meet you there, lean on the wall, yeah, of the house, and a serpent's going to meet you there. It might be a scorpion, you know, with that venomous sting, or it might be a snake, it might be a crocodile, any one of those venomous animals, and no matter where you try and run and hide, you're going to be pursued. And on top of that, the spirit of Yehovah Hashem Yeshua has put the spirit on his people to pursue you through this truth and the words going out there. And then eventually there's going to be fishers, man. They're going to be fishers of men. I'm going to get that too. And for those of the house of David, you know, the house of David, the men, they're here, they're back here through the spirit, you know. Some of the house of David, the men, if not all, are in our camp, man. You know, talking about the mighty men, man. Let's get Jeremiah 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. Yeah, talking about what we're going to, right now we're fishing men, fishing for the sincere elect men. Yeah. And hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So after we done the fishing for the sincere elect men, 144,000 and all the interesting helpers, the 1/3 too, yeah, all the sincere men, after we've got them, we're going to be fishers of men. We're going to be fishers. We're going to become hunters. It's lucky. We're going to become hunters, yeah. For I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, out of the holes of the rock. Yeah, man. So yeah, we're learning, you know, we're learning something new every day, as the saying goes. We learn something new every day. And through the spirit, I've been putting up curses, because, you know, sometimes you just have to let out that frustration. And when I think back to certain shops I used to go to, because of this lockdown now, And there was a lot of the time you go into these shops, and I'm sure you Akim can relate. And the way that the cashier, you know, the person who's serving you, sometimes the way that they treat you, the way they serve you. I remember buying some fish in one of the shops, one of the fish shops, not too far from me, and just trying to choose up on what I wanted, and asking him, is it fresh, and making sure I'm getting, you know, what I want. And he had an attitude about it, man. So I end up, you know, saying, what the, you know, just give me what I want. I end up getting a bit frustrated, man. So rather than get too over upset, I remember just saying to him, just keep your fish. I don't want it. And I went, I'm gonna put up curses on that shop, man. And when we think back, and when I think back, and I'm pretty sure brothers can relate, some brothers can relate, a lot of these people don't have no respect for us anyway. So all them losing their businesses, them losing their big businesses, their little corner shops, side shops, that's a curse unto them. And through the Spirit, that's what we wanted. We don't give a shit. You know, them losing their businesses, because we've been putting up the curses and that. And when I think back, that shop who treated me that way, that shop is no longer there now. Shut down. Business closed down, man. So yeah, that's why I put up these curses, because rather than get stupid and get carnal, that's our outlet now. So these people, man, they're upset, they're walking with their heads down. The Most High's taking the spirit from them. You know, they're wicked spirit, or I should say, the Most High's put their spirit more on them, the spirit of the fugitive, because that's what a fugitive, they're fugitives, fleers from justice. So the Most High's pursuing them, man. And through us too, because we're going to become hunters. Yeah, we're going to become hunters, and we're going to hunt them from every cliff, from out of the rocks, when they try to flee under the bunkers, and they're luxury bunkers. So yes, yeah, man. So 2 Peter 3, we're going to end on this precept. Time is getting to that time now where the weather's getting a bit better and brighter. So I'm going to be looking for some nice quiet spots to do my videos, man, through the Spirit, because this lockdown I would say this lockdown is a blessing to us. It's a blessing to us, man, because now all these haughty people that were once so proud and haughty, we're seeing the Spirit come out of them, man. You know, they're walking with their heads down, man. You know, I see it through the Spirit, and like I say, that even the animals are pursuing them, man. So they have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, man. Pursuing to Amos 5 and 8 from 18. You know, the Spirit and the earth is rising up against them. So we're going to end with this last precept, man, because we see this, we visualize this coming true. And I've been having a lot of visions and dreams lately, man. Through the Spirit, I've started to write my visions down, and I've got a big, you know, a little logbook now of my visions, man. And if the Spirit's on me to start going into them, you know, the last one I had was the latest one I had was last night, and there was a big queue of you know, brown skinned gal pursuing to Isaiah 4:1, man, queuing up and telling me their names. A long queue of gal, woman, queuing up to meet me, to tell me their names. I was like a celebrity, man. You know, I was like a celebrity, and I felt like a celebrity, and I woke up feeling good, man. So, you know, that's why I'm hastening the day of Yahweh Shemeshai every day. Yeah, because we want all what we've been waiting for, man. The gold, the silver, the stones, the fresh air, the organic food, you know, real organic food, not artificial, you know, no artificial GMO. We want the fresh air. We want our power back. We want to be reconnected with our power. Yahweh Shai, Prince of the power. And we want that spiritual power back too. We want it all, what is coming to us, man. And the women on top of that, yeah. So, yeah, man, we're going to be men again, yeah. We're going to be walking. We're going to be, we're going to be boasting in our glory, man. As one of the apostles, Elder Apostle Tahar always says, we're going to be boastful in our glory, man. boasting in Yahweh. So, yeah, 2 Peter 3:12 says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein righteousness dwelleth. Wherein dwelleth righteousness. Woo! Call out Yahweh Shem Yeshua. And to other Yahweh Shem Yeshua, for give me the spirit to do this video. So I want to say, rise up to the house of David, and everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, may it fall upon their own head.